starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, guys? It's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group, and I just stole the line from my favorite partner in crime, which is, it says we're unable to go live. Did you see that? It says, okay, let me see. Because it says go live on my screen right now.
We're live right now.
Are you sure?
Everyone can see us. Yes.
Okay.
We are live.
Well, we're live, so it says, okay.
Okay, maybe not for Jonathan anyway. So maybe Jonathan's having some internet problems, but I'm here. So welcome, everyone. Hopefully your internet is working just fine.
Are you there?
Look at that. All right, there he's back.
Okay, sorry. I don't know what's going on. That was really weird. So welcome to another weekly Vending Live. In California, as all of you probably know, we've had some really bad storms the past week or week and a half, and poor Southern California just got hammered. We got it first, and then it worked its way kind of down there, and they just got obliterated down there. So everybody's internet, including David, who will be here tonight,
Hopefully.
Hopefully he's on his way to either, he thinks Burger King or McDonald's. He doesn't know which one to see if they have internet, because his internet's out because they're in the middle of a storm down there in Arizona. So he should be joining us at any time, hopefully, if he gets internet. And looks like we're back on and everybody's good and we're fine. So I think we're good. So yeah. So anyways, welcome to another weekly Vending Live. How are you?
What a way to start the show, right?
I know, crazy. So
I'm doing very well, though.
Good.
I'm doing very well.
How was your week? What you been up to this week?
Not a whole lot of vending stuff. I did go pick up a new machine over the weekend, though. It's a new claw machine. And some of you, I posted it on my community tab, and I did a short of going to the back roads of South Carolina. I was literally driving down some scary dirt roads. We weren't sure if we were going to make it out alive, but obviously I'm here, so we made it out alive.
Did you hear my audio that I sent to you guys? Did you know where that came from?
No.
Oh, so you sent me the picture that you were going through the backwoods. Like, it was really backwoods. And you're like, on my way to pick up a claw machine, and I sent you an audio clip of me because I was driving, and I was like, you know what I mean? Because it like totally, that's what it reminded me of. Like, It was a dirt road. Like, it looked scary, but the machine looks awesome. So,
yeah. So I got a really good deal on it.
Nice.
They were asking a lot of money for it, and I said, well, it only has a coin mech on it, so there's no spot for a dollar bill acceptor. There's no spot for a credit card reader. But I think I have a way to solve that, and you guys might just see a future video about that.
Nice.
So if you've got machines that are only have a coin mech, or maybe you have like an older machine, like a coast-to-coast toy taxi or hot stuff machine or something like that, and you want to know how to add a credit card reader to it, stay tuned, because I think I'm going to do a video like that. So we'll see what happens.
And I learned something this week on how to add a DBA to an old arcade game, which I didn't know how to do, and I had to buy some adapters that plug into the where the coin mech is, and then connect to the DBA because it comes with the clip, So I got a video coming up on that too, because
nice.
We don't know. We've been buying these older arcades, which is probably not the smartest thing to do, but they're great games. I mean, they're like Mario Kart and Cruising USA and like the legends in the gaming stuff. And so that's the only reason we've been choosing them. And we've been getting them from great people. They've taken care of them, so it's good. But there's some stuff to learn for sure in arcades that we didn't know. I wanted to cover. We already have a super chat. I wanted to cover that real quick, and then
is it from Waco?
It is, of course.
It is from Waco.
A good question too. So.
Here we go. All right, from Waco's Car Wash Channel, Elevators and More. First super chat of the night says, have y'all ever been on a cruise ship before? I've never been on one, but I've stood next to one.
So I have, when I was younger. I just got out of high school, and I was in my first or second year of college, and I got invited to go with this girl's family that I met. And there is a cruise that leaves out of LA. It's a Catalina Ensenada cruise, and I guess they're really inexpensive to go on, and it's only like 4 or 5 days, and man, it was fun. So that's the only cruises I haven't been on the really fancy like Alaska cruises or anything like that. But
Yes.
I got to go on a really inexpensive Carnival cruise, and it was pretty fun. So it was, everything was taken care of. It was really cool. So we had a good time and got to see some great views and all that stuff. So very cool.
Yeah, we've got Carnival here in Charleston too. So they port and go and leave from Charleston, come back to Charleston, South Carolina here. So that's why I've stood next to a ship, but I've never actually been on the ship.
I couldn't believe how big they are. You don't realize from pictures, and they do it no justice. And then you're going to load up, and like you get on these ramps. And then you get there and you look down and it's like 30 stories down to the water. It's just insane, like how tall they are and how big they are. So the first question that I thought was pretty cool, like a lot of people joining us, but we have a new person joining us tonight. It says The Diary of Daniel.
Oh, cool. All right, let's take a look at this question. And before I read the question, I want to remind everyone, smash that like button, guys.
Yes,
help us get new viewers to the live stream. We would really appreciate that. All right, first question from the Diary of Daniel says, this is my first time tuning into the live broadcast. Welcome, Daniel.
Yes.
I've been looking to diversify the types of vending machines my company offers. Maybe they'll touch on that. We could definitely talk about different types of vending machines and kind of what works well for us or maybe what we've had some experience with that didn't go so well. Let's talk about maybe a couple that maybe didn't go so well to start, or maybe they used to go so well, but now not so much.
Yeah.
Let's talk about candy machines.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about candymachines.com. I'm talking about bulk candy machines. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons why I don't think they're a great opportunity right now is because the price of candy has gone up so much. Mm-hmm. Right? Have you been to Sam's Club lately and looked at like the bulk M&Ms or bulk Skittles or anything like that?
You're right, 100%. And like you're seeing all the people posting. Like I think I saw one for M&Ms or something a couple days ago in one of the bulk Facebook pages.
Yeah. And
they're saying like these are ridiculous prices. I do think that the 1-inch and 2-inch bulk is still crushing it. I know like Jen Ven and her big route. She says that her bulk racks do as well as her mini claws in a lot of her locations.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I mean, there's just so much fun new stuff that's out there for those bulk racks. And if they're in the right location at buffets and those types of places, they still do well. But candy for sure, we've only got, I think we have about 10 left. And they're all local, in town here.
Sure.
And it's just, we just keep them there because we know the owners. But we're only doing, I think our worst one's like $35 a month, and our best one's about $55 to $60 a month, which is pretty darn good for candy. But we still have to pay for the candy, so we order it, from candymachines.com and stuff in bulk, so we get it cheaper. But if we were to go buy the tubs at Sam's, even, I mean, we wouldn't survive. I mean, they're just so pricey.
I feel like maybe even just a year or two ago, they were like, what, $8 or $9, maybe 10 or 12. Yeah. But now I feel like they're like $18, $19, $20 for one of those tubs.
Yeah, and it's
double in price.
Yeah, and it's the Skittles and the M&Ms, and the peanut M&Ms and stuff have gone just skyrocketed. So we're running
crazy.
Like those cotton candy mixes and gumballs and things that are, those still actually have a pretty good profit in them. But the regular candy stuff, even the Mike and Ike's, we had to order those in bulk from Candy Machines just because we couldn't get it at Sam's Club cheap enough. So we ordered it in a big old box from them, and that was the only way we could actually, because we got to have 3 different items in our, because we had those triple shot or triple, machines, and but they're doing okay. But like you said, they're not what they used to be. So what's the next one? Go on.
I mean, let's talk about what's going well then. And I think claw machines right now are probably everyone's best opportunity. I mean, you've got product that doesn't expire. Mm-hmm. You've got, you're not always vending something every time the machine takes money. So therefore there's a lot of a lot more profit to be made.
Yeah, nice
and
margins.
If you guys have been watching the Discord or the Facebook groups or candymachines.com's website, there's been all kinds of new machines lately. I think we're going to talk about one of them tonight.
Which we can do that after.
So that's pretty cool. And with the NBVA show coming up next month, wow, it's next month already, guys.
I know, it's crazy.
There's going to be so many great machines to see. So Daniel, if you're not already in our Discord, make sure you join our Discord so that way you can talk to other vendors to see what's working for them and what's not working for them. But also, if you've got the means, come join us in Vegas.
Yeah. And it's, I had a conversation with Jaime this week about Full Line. because he was looking at a different location to go into, and he knew we had dealerships and stuff and other things that we were working on, and we were talking just back and forth, and it seems like you got a great new one, which is awesome. But if you don't have a location, we have a lot of people in that location. If you're not over probably 75 to 100 people at that location, it's really hard to make the payments on the machines that you probably lease to get them in there, and at the same time make a good profit. And once you factor in all your margins and stuff on your candy and the way the candy prices are and stuff, you do a lot better in drinks than you do in snacks anymore. But those are another option, but it's also a lot of work. So if you definitely join the Discord, and we can talk about the Discord in a little bit too, but there's people in there like Matt, David, and I, who should be joining us soon. We all have or have had pretty much every kind of machine that's out there, pretty much. And like we've been diving into arcades, which is new for us, but there's a lot of newer machines coming out that we don't have, like the clip machines and stuff that are new. But most of all, we've kind of tried a little bit of everything, and you've got more variety, I think, than David and I do. Like we've got full line too, but you've got what are those called? The Keymasters.
Yeah,
we don't have any of that.
I'll try anything. I'll try prize machines. I'll try. I do bulk vending. I do full line. I have some gumball machines too, but they're not really mine. They're more my son's, and he kind of handles all that. But he's away at college, so guess who still takes care of it for me? Right. So I think there's so many options, and I think there's going to be some that are going to be better, more profitable, more favorable for depending on what type of vendor you want to be. There's plenty out there, so definitely join the Discord. Glad you're here on the live stream to ask us these questions and get us talking about these things, because I think it's great conversation.
And like we always say, I mean, like, our numbers on all of our videos, you're more than welcome to text me or give me a call if you have questions about anything. I love talking to vendors and people getting in the industry and answering questions and stuff, because I mean, we live and breathe this stuff now. And now that this is kind of what I do full time, I enjoy it. I mean, it's a great business. Amusement's just awesome, and the people in it are super cool. So, and very helpful. At least the right people are, and I think that's the group that we're trying to build with the Discord and like these live streams and stuff. So very cool. Elite Claw wants to know, did you see those have eyes when you were out there?
Fortunately not, but I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous driving down those bumpy, hilly, crazy dirt back roads with rows of pine trees on each side of me. It was a little scary. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little scary. A sketch is the word I would use.
Dean, this is something that's great, and thank you for doing that with your local vendors and stuff, and that is the way to do business, man. It's good to have those relationships. We've got 2 local vendors near us that are really close to us, that we get along with really well, and we're always bouncing ideas off each other, sharing sales on things and where we're getting our toys. And the other day, one of them, Walker Vending, who's right next to us, he had actually ordered some stuff from China that was too big for any of his machines, but we have a few larger machines, so we swapped out some toys, and it's very helpful.
That's awesome right there.
Yeah, so sure. Definitely awesome job, Dean. Way to really try to keep those relationships going and not have those people, sneaking in and trying to steal your locations and stuff. Good job. So awesome. Very cool. Going down.
Lots of great comments, guys. Keep those comments coming. We're seeing them all. So thank you so much for the comments and questions.
This is like the thing right now. For some reason, like chocolate and candy is just through the roof crazy. So
yeah. So like, not only is the bulk chocolate and the bulk candy, up in price, but also candy bars and all that good stuff in the 36 packs and stuff that we buy from our Costco's, our Sam's Clubs, our BJ's, things like that. And really what you got to do is you got to update the pricing in your machines or else it's not worth it. That's kind of what I've been working on. And that new location, one of the reasons why it's doing so well is because I've got the prices as they should be. Like chocolate candy bars, I've got them at $2 a piece. Some of my other locations, I was
now. Dang.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I mean, they're basically $1 a piece when you're buying them in the boxes. So, double the price.
I remember
that's what you
everybody was
do.
yelling at us like how crazy we were, because we're in California, so everything's more expensive anyways. But
of
we were
course,
like $1.75, and I think it was Jaime or somebody was like, "Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous!" And I'm like, people are buying it. You know, they have no problem
And
paying
that's
for
it.
it. And
It's 2024, guys. It's
Yeah,
time to update your
so-
prices.
yeah, and it's funny because we had to raise our stuff, and we did it at one of our dealerships, and they kind of balked at us, like, oh, you're raising your prices again,
Yep.
blah, blah, blah. And we're like, yeah, everything's expensive. We went back the following week to Phil, and the one guy's like, I didn't realize how much I was paying for my Monster at the store over there. He goes, I'm paying more there than I am in your machine. And I go, exactly.
Yes,
So
yes.
we're not that expensive, And he goes, no. He goes, I appreciate it. And I said, well, don't yell at us. We've been giving you such good deals for a long time. Like, don't, we have to make money. So good question right here. This is something that we run into a lot. And I've got a couple answers for you on this one. And so do you want to answer first, then I'll go, or do you want to?
Well, let me read the question for everyone
Okay,
in case anyone's listening to the replay on the podcast networks.
Oh, yeah.
It's from Cole Green. Says, what is your response when a restaurant says our restaurant is too fancy or too upscale for a mini claw machine? Me personally, I don't have a great response, and I would probably just say thank you for your time and move on.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you might have some good rebuttals, so to speak.
I do. So we have quite a few upscale steakhouses now in our route, and we have one location that we actually did a custom wrap for recently, and so we put their name, so-and-so steakhouse, on the side of it. We got it completely wrapped in black. And then had their logo on the side, and on the front there's like a big old plate like with the steak and stuff on it from their imaging, from their marketing people.
Nice.
And it wasn't that expensive to do. The black was super cheap, and we just took it to the shop, brought it there, they wrapped it for us, and then we got the images from their marketing people, and they just printed them and wrapped it right on there, and it was super cheap. So if you somewhere that you really know does well, like this place does really well, and it's probably the best steakhouse and probably within 200 or 300 miles, like it's really good, then it's worth it, And in the long run, if you figure what you're going to pay up front to have that done, it's really not that much when you're pulling, $100, $200, $300, $400 a week out of the machine. It's going to pay for itself really quick for that wrap, and you get into that place. So there's also some other machines that are really nice looking out there, like the one that we all talk about over and over again is that black box. Isn't that what it was called? Black?
Yes. And I'm hoping to see that again. We saw it at NBVA last year. We saw it at IAPA, and I'm hoping to see it again because it's such a cool looking machine.
Oh, man, it's so clean looking. And it's got really pretty lights on it, and it looks very upscale. But most of our machines we've been running are the Golden Houses, and they don't have that kind of look where it's aliens or fish or they're very low key, dark brown, black bodies. So a lot of our higher end restaurants, they're okay with that look. They don't have a problem with the treasure chest darker machine kind of look, and it's not obnoxious and in your face, and most of the time, because it's black and brown, it fits into their theme that they have going on anyways, because most people are into that industrial wood look. So I would maybe think about what machine you order, or think about maybe offering them a wrap and doing, like, maybe if you need to do a contract with them to make sure you keep it in there for 6 months, do that. But it might be worth it if it's worth the location. It just depends on what it is. If it's only going to do $100 a week, it's probably not something, unless you're planning on keeping it there long term, then it will pay for itself. But
$100 a week's not that bad. I've got locations doing less than that. And
but I'm just saying, for the custom wrap part of it, going in, if you're worried about costs, then maybe not. But there's a lot of really nice. Most of those places, people wait 30, 45 minutes to get seated at those locations, and I think that's something you really need to push on them, is that the kids get impatient. Why do you give them crayons and paper? You know what I mean? Like, because the kids need something to do, and this keeps them occupied. And so you might want to approach it that way too. But yeah, that's how we got into most of our higher end restaurants, is through you doing a darker machine and making sure they know the benefits that it's going to provide, because they're good places. You wait, and it's worth it. So and then you wait a long time for your steak too. So it's like double whammy, it's a 3-hour experience. So anyway,
half the wait's before you get seated. The other half the wait is after you get seated. Right?
Waiting for your food. And then, exactly. Another question new to the channel.
Awesome. Lewis Pagan or Pagan. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Hopefully I'm not butchering it. But the question is, I am new to the channel. I have a question. I have a person selling a Venmo machine for $1,500. Maybe a Vendo machine.
Yeah, it might be Vendo.
Or Venco machine. Like those there's a couple different names out there. Venmo is like the Cash App kind of thing, right? But anyway, the cost is $1,500 and I talked him down to $13, but one of the motors doesn't work. Should I buy it or not? So without knowing exactly which machine that is, can't give you advice. I'm guessing it's a full line vending machine.
Yeah.
And depending on the age and the condition, there's a lot of factors. But $1,300 for any machine, full line vending machine, it's not either brand new or obviously it has an issue. One of the motors doesn't work. Probably still too high of a price in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a used machine, motor doesn't work. I'm guessing it's a Vendo machine, probably a soda machine. Mm-hmm. That's my guess anyway. $1,300 probably still too much, but you know, what's it look like? What does it come with? Does it come with a credit card reader?
Credit card reader on it?
Yeah. There's all kinds of questions we have before we can really say, is that a good buy or not? So if you've got that information, put it in the comments.
You know, also too, there's like on cannymachines.com, I was helping them, and they just bought one machine like you got, Matt, and you know you can get a great financing on cannymachines.com for these types of machines, and if you got $1,300, you know already. So you got money to spend that's cash. You might want to look into getting a newer machine. You don't have to get the fancy schmancy top of the line, but at least you know it's brand new. At least you know it has a warranty. At least you know it takes credit cards and it comes with the DBA and all the stuff you need to be, you know. And then when you go to a new location, it's like legit new machine that you're not spray painting to make it look nice. Like it makes you look way more professional when you come in with new equipment, and that's something that we really strive to do. And until we started doing arcades, all of our equipment was new. But it does make a big difference, you know, when stuff works and all that. So usually the motors aren't really that expensive, but you do need to take out I don't know if it's a snack machine or a drink machine. I can't tell you.
We don't know.
If it's a drink machine, it's way harder to replace, actually it's not too bad.
It depends. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends. So like the Dixie Narco machines, they're front bolted motors. On the Royal machines, it's just a little plastic motor. Honestly, they go bad all the time too.
Yeah.
So it could be an easy fix. I've done some videos where I've replaced motors in my Royal machine, so it could be similar to that. But again, until we know exactly which machine it is, we can't really give the full answer to that.
And if it's a snack machine, they're pretty easy too, because you just pull out the drawer.
Those are real easy. Yeah. Snack machines are much easier to change out motors.
Yeah, but they really look at, like, you'll see that in the groups a lot. If you do Facebook groups, you'll see them. They'll say, well, can I take a credit card reader? And you'll know, most people know the models and stuff, so you can give them the model and they can give you all the specs and let you know. But they're also helpful in there too with that. So hopefully that helps a little bit. But it's really hard to know what it is. And for that much money, that's about a quarter of what a really nice new one costs. So, that's quite a bit of money for a used machine that may not be everything you want it to be, and hours of work.
Looks like he just updated his comment. Says it's a Vendo 721, so it's a soda machine.
Okay.
I've never actually owned a Vendo machine, so I might not be real knowledgeable about the motor system of those, so I apologize for that. I'm guessing, though, I know they're built very similar to Dixie Narcos, so it's probably not going to be as easy to change out the motors as the Royal machines. I would say for $1,300, you probably want to keep looking.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
Looks like the motors are $30 to $40 roughly online from what I'm looking at. So that's not too bad for the motor. If I'm looking at the right one. I don't know without looking at the exact model, but that's not too bad. So, that's not too pricey for that. So I don't know. It depends on. It seems like it's an older machine. I may be wrong, but
that's like saying a Dixie Narco 501. That they've been making them for 30 years, but there's still newer models of them too. So we don't know. We don't know.
And be very careful, because there's also models that have been redone that are really old, that have been the fronts of them and stuff, and the door and everything's been reconditioned. So we got one of those from Pepsi. That looked great on the outside, and then you open it up and it was like a time capsule inside. So make sure that you because I'm like, this, none of this even looks familiar,
Yeah.
like there was nothing in it because it was so ancient that they didn't have all the electronics and fancy stuff that, it was like, what is this, And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the actual tech came out because they love us and they come and help us and stuff, the mechanic guys, and they're laughing at me. They're like, yeah, this thing's pretty old. And he goes, they do that a lot, they'll refurbish them and then they send them out and stuff. He goes, but they're super reliable,
Yep.
like he said, they're workhorses, and he goes, that's why they do that. But I said, well, I kind of like to have the new stuff, and he's like, well, let's see how it goes. And then, yeah, sure enough, it works just fine. But
I'm
for
sure
me,
it
I was
does.
like,
Yeah.
it works great. But be very careful when you're looking at stuff that it's not just a new facade on the front of it, but it won't take credit cards because it's so old, that kind of stuff. Make sure you're getting something that's fairly new. So yes, it is, and I think we're going to be talking about this, which is MBVA is going to be amazing. We got our plane flight and our hotel. We are booked and ready to go. So are you, Matt?
My flights are booked. My hotel's booked. I'm ready to go.
Nice.
Super excited. Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So we'll be talking a little bit about that coming up too. And I hear we got a new puppy, and I hear her whining. So I don't know where she's at. Oh,
I saw the new puppy on Facebook. Congratulations, by the way.
So we have a new Howard Hospitality employee, and the little mini Dotson puppy, and she's been chewing on everything and trying to pee on everything, and
I'm
so
marking the
we've been
territory.
well, we've been taking her out every half an hour, but for some reason you take her out and she's like, oh, I have to go, and then you bring her inside and she'll pee on something. And I was like, oh, it's so frustrating. So because Natalie doesn't like anything dirty in her house. She likes things.
That's understandable. That's
Yeah.
understandable. Yes.
Yep. So BJ's, we don't have BJ's near us, but Sam's for sure.
I actually did a video on BJ's.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, 2, maybe even 3 years ago. It was when I was doing my How Is This Company For vending inventory. BJ's was one of them. It came in second place out of the 3 big ones here, which is Sam's Club, BJ's, and Costco. Sadly, Costco came in last place here. We don't have one of the business centers here. It's just a regular Costco. And they just don't have a great selection for vending machine, companies like us. Sam's Club, always number 1, though.
And just so people listening to the podcast, which we haven't been very smart about that till you said something, and now I realize that.
Yep.
Alston B says I still buy my candy from BJ's and Sam's, and he's making a profit. So, and that's the thing is I think it's the right kind of candy. I think
right kind of candy, the right setting on your bulk candy wheels.
Yeah.
What your coin mech, how much money it takes. So there's multiple factors that play into it for sure. You can still make a profit, but in the end of the day, when you're selling a quarter ounce of M&Ms for 75 cents or something like that. And the people buy them, they get 7 M&Ms for 75 cents. It's like, it's like, how do they feel?
Yeah, they're not going to be buying that again for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Dean Brown answered Cole Green's question from his point of view on Dean's. If you want to read that.
That's kind of what I was saying. Answering the question about what do you do if a restaurant that says we're too high end or too upscale. Dean Brown says, I just don't push it on those locations that aren't interested. I've learned to just keep opening more doors elsewhere, which, I think that's great advice.
So for me, I have a different opinion because in a couple of our upscale restaurants that we have opened up doors for other restaurants because we're in those high-end restaurants. So them seeing them at those locations has actually opened up a few of other locations that probably wouldn't have done it before. They said, oh, we saw your machine at so-and-so. So I feel like if you can, present yourself in a certain light and how you do your machine and how it looks and it's clean and it functions, and then they ask the owners, because all the owners talk a lot of the times. They're all friends, and they're great. They come here, they fill it, they take care of it, they clean it. It's always running. We don't have any problems. They're going to be like, oh, sweet, I want one too, and it's that. So for us, it's helped us, being in a few of these upscale places. And you wouldn't think a lot that kids go to these as much, but they do. There's a lot of kids, that are at these locations, and the parents are just like, here's $20, go play the machine and whatever. And they just do really well for us. So I say try it. If you don't feel comfortable about it and you feel like you have to push it on them, then don't do it, But if you can, the more places, the better, So.
Absolutely. Hey, before we move on to more comments,
Yes.
I think we had 2 super chats, and then we need to talk about the giveaway.
Oh yes. Okay. So, we have a lot of comments down there. Holy cow. Okay. So let me go. Man, I didn't realize how far behind it was. Okay.
Just cruising along.
Yeah.
All right. First super chat comes from Waco's Car Wash Channel Elevators and More with a $5 super chat. Showing us a thumbnail here on his screen. Says, on my thumbnail, on the right is my sister's car, on the left is my mom's car. And for those of you that don't know, both cars had to get replaced due to damages. So congratulations on the new cars. Very cool. And up next with another super chat, this one coming in from 720 Vending with a $5 super chat, says, can't wait for NBVA and to see everyone there. Yes, we're super excited about NBVA. This will be Mike's first year in Vegas for the show.
Great collection. I also see the other day. By the way, I watched your video.
Yes,
awesome.
For sure.
Cool. That was a
also see that Kevin from CandyMachines.com is here.
Yay!
Hey,
We're going to
Kevin.
talk about one of his new machines tonight.
Actually, not only is it his new machine, but it's Claw Crazy's machine too, right? Yes. So it looked like it was a collab between the two. So yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that tonight.
Yeah, we got pictures of that coming up, and that machine looks really cool.
Looks so cool.
I'm excited for them and their collaboration and then what they've come up with. It looks really cool. So we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But let's talk about the giveaway. Let me add all my share screen stuff went away when I lost my connection. So let me do this.
When you ghosted us for that brief moment of time.
Sorry. Apologize. I'm just glad it still works. Okay. Here we are.
It's funny because like all of a sudden you're gone, and I'm like, all right, I guess I got the show now.
Yeah, something popped up on my screen and said, there was an error, and to rejoin the live, click here, and it reloaded my whole page. So I don't know what happened, but anyways, here we go.
We're keeping the show going, guys. All right, let's go and bring it up on your screen. Take a look at your screen, guys. We're giving these machines away. First up, a free spin clip machine. This is the one that we, the style machine that we showed off in our IAPA videos. This is the next big thing, guys. This is what people are going to want to play. You can put all kinds of cool prices on that carousel there in the middle. Whenever I get my hands on one of these, my plan is to do like packs of Pokemon cards, Lorcana cards, different trading cards like that, and then have some major prizes in between because you can have the certain clips set certain ways. So that's what I'm going for. Also on the screen is the awesome, outstanding electronic bulk tattoo sticker machine. I use it for Pokemon cards and Pokeballs down at the bottom, but it's an electronic bulk vending machine, and we're going to give each of these machines away at the NBVA show March the 20th, 2024, live from Las Vegas. So all you guys need to do to win is register to win on our Discord server. It's going to take you over to the CandyMachines.com registration website. So thank you, Kevin and CandyMachines.com, for working with us on this amazing giveaway. I'm also hearing that Quick Play is throwing in a third machine, a super mini machine. So that means 3 winners, not just 2. Grand prize winner, though, is going to get that free spin machine. Runner-up will get that electronic bulk vending machine. And, of course, I'm not sure how exactly Quick Play's tying theirs in. I don't know if they're going to do a separate drawing by themselves or what, but it should all come from the same pool of registrants from the Discord server. So get in there, guys. Get signed up. 3 of you are going to be lucky winners. So take a look at one more time. Free spin, electronic bulk vending machine, both from CandyMachines.com, and then Quick Play throwing in the super mini claw machine, also from CandyMachines.com. So Candy Machines is going to get a lot of support from us, and we thank you for that, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you for doing the giveaways, man.
Yes,
those are. So very cool, and thank you, Quick Play, for joining in, and congratulations on 500,000 subscribers.
Yes,
just
super awesome,
insane. So very cool,
awesome.
And we've got I think 1,600 or something like that. So we're working our way there. We're getting there, but we're not even close to that. That's a huge achievement, and congratulations, guys. Very cool. So I want to go up, and actually before we go on to the comments, let's talk about this new machine.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So
because I saw this on Facebook today, and I was like, I'm sending texts to Jonathan. I'm sending them to David. I'm like, guys, we got to talk about this machine tonight.
Yeah,
make it big for us. Let's take a look at it. So this is the new Crazy Claw machine, and what I love about this machine is it's got the LED lights all the way around it, and really kind of shows off the brightness. It's got that cool topper, and it's going to be really cool. So take a look at that. I also like too that it's got the frameless edges of the glass.
Yeah,
so that's really awesome. I like that you can see through there. It's kind of futuristic looking, bright, clean, really nice looking. And from what I understand, these are available today on pre-order over at candymachines.com. So if you guys are interested in kind of a new bright claw crazy claw machine, you can check those out too over at candymachines.com. I'm not sure of the pricing. I just know that pre-orders started today for that. So get in there while you can, because I know a lot of times when Candy Machines is doing pre-orders, they offer some little extra bonuses or stuff like that too. So get over there if you guys are interested in one of these. That machine looks so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at the row of
colors. I mean, look how many they got going on.
Oh,
there.
I like how the prize guard is that kind of like translucent, like pink color.
Yeah.
That pops.
Cool.
Look at how that pops. Really catches the eye.
Yeah. And I really like too. I mean, if you guys notice, you can put, you can do DBA, CoinMac, and, NIAX on.
Yeah, so look in the comments there. Claw Crazy says it's got the option for dual bill acceptors.
Yeah,
really cool. CoinMech and NIAX, very awesome. So this is very similar to the machine that I just got, which you'll see in probably some upcoming videos. But this one definitely blows it. The one I got out of the water. This one's so much cooler. This one's got all kinds of cool art.
There's a lot more detail. I mean, look at
there's a lot more detail. Exactly.
Yeah, with the checkered. The whole
is that like checkered or is it like iridescent? Like I'm not sure exactly, but it just looks really bright, really clean, really fresh. Maybe one of these will be on display too at NBVA. I hope so.
It could be in their booth.
Claw Crazy, Kevin, can you let us know? Will one of these machines be on display at NBVA? I want to see it in person, just very like cool the free spin. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So I want to talk about that because that was something brand new that we just got announced today, and I was like, man, look at that thing! That thing is a great looking machine.
Absolutely.
So, cool.
So Waco did say in the comments somewhere in there, I didn't see it, but he had a great idea. He thinks that there should be a Galaxy Games 843 themed machine.
Yes, sir.
So Kevin, you and I need to talk maybe sometime. Get that going. But he does say one will be on display at the NBVA. So there we go. We're going to get to see it in person. I'm super excited.
Very cool. So let's see, we covered those, and looks like we're about 28 minutes behind on our comments. So I apologize, you guys.
That's how we roll.
There's a lot of people saying hi, so it's not all questions, so that's good.
But there's a lot of great comments. So while Jonathan's looking for that next comment, guys, another reminder: hit that like button. It helps other people find the stream. We're actually at 49 viewers right now, which is amazing because our viewership has fallen off a little bit. So it's nice to see it back up a little bit. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for hitting that like button. We really do appreciate that, guys.
So Diary Daniel said thank you for the information. He's joined the Discord. Awesome. It's down there in the description. Very cool.
Nice.
Welcome to the group, man.
You'll
really enjoy it. I promise.
You'll find a lot of value in it for sure.
And as we say, there's about 6 months worth of reading in there, so you got a lot of reading to do.
At least.
Here's another one. This is a good one. Go ahead.
All right. DCB Family Adventure says, my first time also. I'm glad to see all these new people here. Welcome, everyone. Glad you're here. Says, I own and operate an 11,000 square foot flea market retail store in Kentucky. Nice.
Wow.
Should I consider claw machines only at my store? New or used machines? New cost to buy versus maintenance on used? So, there's a lot of factors to play into that too, as you can imagine. So it depends on first of all, how new or how used or how old and what kind of condition those machines are in. Obviously, new machines are great because they're reliable. You don't have to worry about anything.
Warranty.
There's warranties, especially if you're buying from places like candymachines.com. They have the best customer service ever. So that's really cool. But if you're looking for used machines, you can find things on Facebook Marketplace. If people still use Craigslist these days, I don't know. It's not really, it's kind of dead here in my town, but I don't know if it still works in other towns. But also, you're in Kentucky, right? I just spoke to the new kind of guy in charge with the arcade auctions here in North Carolina and Tennessee. And as of right now, there's one scheduled for February 24th in Tennessee. I know Kentucky's not too far from Tennessee, so that might be something you might want to go check out.
So my personal opinion is that if you're brand new to claw machines, I would buy new. That's just my personal opinion, because even though we have some used machines that I got from people that I know, over the years, things are added, things are changed. They don't function like the new stuff does. Sometimes the new equipment that you may put on there, like a DBA or something like that, doesn't work with the older equipment. There are a few like that Matt taught me, and like the first year we started, you've got your toy houses, your toy taxis, your, why is my brain not working? The ones that we have, like the Big Choices.
Big Choice, yes.
I
Toy
can't
Soldier.
Thank you, Toy Soldier. I know my brain was not working, but those are like known in the industry to be.
They're popular machines. They're pretty reliable, easy to get parts for, easy to kind of work on. I've done some videos working on those kind of machines.
But we have some of the bigger machines. You've also got to buy bigger prizes. They cost more money. And if you plan on, I would also like if you plan on doing like a bunch of machines, it sounds like in one location, that I would try to stick with the same size or maybe a smaller and a medium versus having like big, medium, small, because you're gonna have to buy all three sizes of those prizes to fit into those machines. So the more interchangeable stuff you have that you can transfer between the machines, the easier it is to order, the easier it is to keep track of, because there's a whole part to the business, and a lot of business owners think that they can just go buy machines and stick them in their store and it's super easy. But there's a lot of methodology that goes into like what we do. Like, just keeping inventory alone is its own process, and it may seem like it's kind of easy, but that's part of like half of our job is just trying to make sure we have enough prizes and toys for different machines and where they're going. So I would try to stick with maybe some minis and some mediums to start. If they're going to be left alone, then go bigger and medium. Don't go smaller, because the smaller machines can get kind of messed with kids sometimes if there's not cameras and other people around. So maybe you want more of a substantial machine that won't get beat up or knocked around or something like that. If you're worried, you just want to see how it's going to go, then go to an auction, buy a couple used machines, throw them in there and see how they do. And then maybe you can upgrade to some new stuff and buy some really cool stuff and go from there. So then you're not out a lot of money, because those older, bigger machines sell really inexpensive at auctions. I wish we had them near us, but we just don't. And Matt just goes, "Oh yeah, Toy Taxi just sold for $700." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that's the normal price at the auction.
Yeah, new ones are $3,000 for 31-inch claw machines. So you're out a lot of money versus buying something that's used. But just make sure you realize that. Look at what you're getting. Make sure a lot of stuff when you open it up, there's not just wires everywhere and like it hasn't been messed with. You know what I mean? Like, pay close attention, or make a friend at the auction that you could talk to and say, "Could you just kind of look at this for me and give me your opinion on this or something?" Because there is a lot that goes into it, but they are relatively easy to fix. So that's just my advice: is if you don't want to have the bother or the problems, buy new. If you want to see how it goes and you want to start, just buy some used ones, throw them in there and see how they do, and go from there. So, but kind of
also another thing to kind of think about. So you've got 11,000 square feet. Now, obviously, you're not going to fill all that space with machines, but how big of a space are you going to dedicate to those? If it's going to be a pretty sizable space and you're going to have maybe 7 or 8 machines, you might want to think about diversifying the machines and not doing all claw machines. Especially because if you got 7 claw machines in a row, you pretty much have to do almost theming in each machine, because you'll want each machine, the prizes inside, to be different. Otherwise, why 7 machines with all the same prizes inside would look kind of silly. You know what I mean? So maybe think about a mini magic cut, or something like the new free spin machine that we're featuring here as part of the giveaway. Try some different kind of machines out for sure, especially if they're all going to be in like a row or something, because like I said, if you've got 7 claw machines in a row, then you're going to need to go buy like all Nintendo plush for one, or all Disney. I don't know, I'm just throwing out names. But you're going to have to theme the prizes in the machine, and then people are going to have to choose which one they want to play. So keep that in mind too.
Another thing too is that Matt has his own flea market location. So if you really want to see about diversification, is that you watch his video. There's 10 or 11, maybe 10 machines in there. They're all different.
So not one machine is the same. So it's bulk vending. It's prize machines. I've got 2 different claw machines. One of them I do plush in. The other one I do mystery cups in, or mystery boxes now. So you got to keep them different, especially when they're right next to each other.
And the great thing about that location for him is that allows him not to have to put those kind of machines in storage. It's a really inexpensive place to put it. It pays for itself, and he makes a little bit of money on it, and it's just older machines he has around. So you can look at it a few different ways. If you're really going to promote the heck out of it and make it like this little mini arcade and, make it really cool, then you probably want to have some nice stuff in there. If you're just going to throw some there so the kids have something to do while their parents are out shopping at all the booths, then you can probably go a little bit in a less expensive route. But remember, too, that bigger machines are harder to move, that kind of stuff. So you're going to have to move these things around. They are on wheels, but they're still heavy. So, but claw machines are definitely the way to go. I wouldn't start moving arcade games and stuff in there. I wouldn't deal with that at all. I would keep strictly Magic Cut type stuff or claw machines for sure. Yeah. I think you'll have way better luck.
Any real prize dispensing kind of machine, like a claw machine or a cutting machine or like a Keymaster, anything like that, where people can put money in, play the game, and possibly take a prize away.
Yeah.
Best option.
So hopefully that helps. Welcome to the live stream. I'm glad you're joining us. Tell all your friends. This is why we're here. And like we always say, call us if you have questions about anything. I'm always available. Let's see. Lolly's here. Hi, Lolly.
Hey, Lolly.
She was answering something else. She just put so she must have been answering a question. But she's down a little bit lower than us in California. They got a lot of cool stuff going on. They're opening their own claw room down there. So she's really excited and very busy. So let's see. What else we got? So Elite. So we do. So he says for a little bag. So we do $1.75 for the 2-ounce bags. 1 3/4 or 2-ounce bags of chips. You do a lot of the little ones, right, Matt?
I do the smaller bags, and I'm charging $150 right now. I mean,
there you go.
That's how it is.
We got to raise our prices, man. We're low now. This is ridiculous. So, let's see. Man, there's a lot of stuff.
So many great comments, guys. I think we got a couple super chats too. Maybe multiple.
We go down.
There's at least 2 I know of.
Okay.
I think there's only 2. One from Waco, one from Dean Brown.
Okay. Coming. There we go. Got it. Okay.
Boom. There's your air horns. Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More, with a super chat, says on Monday I went to Buc-ee's. I went to 3 car washes while I was in Temple and rode 4 elevators. Buc-ee's in Temple is going to have a car wash. I also stopped at the Buc-ee's here in South Carolina on my way to go to the backwoods to pick up that claw machine. So I think we talked about that. Waco, we talked about that in the Discord this week. We were sharing our Buc-ee's pictures.
So crazy. I still look at those pictures, like, because you just took it like through your windshield when you're driving. I'm like, where are you? Like, that just looks so shady.
Yes, so. It was very creepy. All right, next super chat coming in from Dean Brown, a $10 super chat. Thanks for the super chat. Says, this has been a hot topic for me recently. Will I scare off my location by giving them a $10.99 this year? I started last year and most locations didn't make $600 from me. How do you guys handle that? I've never given any of my locations a $10.99. Any commission that they give, I just I file it in my tax guy files it under just rent or like something like that. I'm not exactly sure how he does it. But I've never given any 1099s. As far as will that scare off your locations? I don't know. It could possibly.
To me, like, the only reason it would scare off your locations is they don't do business the way they're supposed to.
Well,
that's just my opinion. Because if they want commission from you and they want to make money off you, they have to account for that income somehow. So unless you guys have some sort of agreement of where they're putting that income, it's not really any of your business with how they're doing their business. But I don't know. That's a touchy subject because they shouldn't be upset with you for taking your money all year and then not wanting to tell them that because you're putting in your books that you're paying them. You're supposed to, anyways. So
just remember this: none of us here are tax professionals. So definitely consult your tax professional when it comes to anything taxes related, because we will not be held responsible.
I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. But to me, that's just my thing is like, if you do things correctly, which you should, and talk to your tax people, and then that's why we went to, and we talked about this back in. Was it right after MBVA or right before MBVA? It was right before, remember, where we went to our accountant or went to an accountant because I got so scared. Like I was like, this is so overwhelming for me. Like we got QuickBooks and I was trying to input everything and you know, cause we just did the downloadable QuickBooks or whatever. And I was like, this is like blowing my mind, like stressful. Cause Natalie knows books and she's like, I can handle it and I'll help, whatever. But I said, but yeah, I need to understand, you know. And then you start having these tax things like we're an LLC and then we're tax exempt. So, or not tax exempt, but we have our seller's permit. So we don't pay taxes on our products that we buy for our machines. So like there's all this stuff that you deal with that you just really need somebody to hold your hand. And so I'd highly recommend you go and get somebody to help you with that
Yeah,
because
definitely get a tax professional.
unless you
But
have
it sounds like
knowledge.
you got one. So
Yeah,
it sounds like you got a CPA.
and
so
they
there
should
you
be
go.
able to tell you like you must take them a 1099 or whatever they want you to do because whatever they report should reflect on the other people's report. So it should, you know, coincide, I guess. But
Yep. I see in the comments it says his CPA wants him to 1099
Yeah.
all locations. So that's the right answer then.
that's the right answer. Yeah, and
Correct.
that's what your accountant says, and I'll just say, yeah, that's correct because it should match up unless they're shady or something. Which they're like, oh, I don't want that, and it's like, well, then I'm not paying you money because I have to report it. So, yeah.
Right.
Anyways, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but he's right. Your accountant is correct.
Be like,
So-
well, I'm reporting it, so I'm just going to leave this here on your counter. You do what you want.
Yeah, right. You do what you want. Yeah, I didn't see this. Yeah,
I love this comment right here. Kevin, definitely, I agree. He says, hello all, we should plan for a meetup for everyone going to NBVA. Yes. I think a good time to do it would be at the time when we give away the machines. That would
Yes.
be like the greatest time on the show floor at the candymachines.com booth. Kind of like we did last year. We got a great group photo out of it too. It was really nice. So that's kind of, I'll say we definitely want to have everyone get together for that. But I'm
Yeah.
not sure if Kevin's talking about maybe an off-site
Well, he did
get
like he
together or
did
something
for
like that.
IAPA. He had like a little get together, you know, at the hotel or whatever. Like
Yeah.
maybe we can all do something like that. We can all talk, and I'd love to do something with everybody, and especially
For sure.
the live stream people, the YouTube people, the Discord people, like all of us together. And can you imagine the amount of knowledge in that room? That you could just suck up like so much knowledge of all these people and just, I mean, learn so much just in that one room of all these. It's really cool.
I mean, that's kind of what the NBVA is, really.
Yeah,
Right? So,
true.
so definitely, guys, if you have the means, if you have the opportunity, if you have the time, come join us, guys. It's going to be such a great show, and there's so many great people there that have great knowledge and great networking, and Gen Vens. I mean, just that is worth it. So,
Yeah.
so if you can, guys, join us for sure.
Yep. Hi, Nicole.
And Kevin did say after hours, so Kevin,
Okay.
we'll talk about that. Sounds good.
Dean
Hey,
wants to
Nicole.
know how your mystery boxes are doing.
All right, Dean, so let me just tell you this, and you'll see it in the upcoming video when we haven't filmed it yet, but it's coming soon. Every time we go to that store and we top off that key catcher claw machine, the mystery boxes are always gone. Every time they're always gone. So obviously people want to play for them. People love them. I'm actually probably going to have to be ordering more here pretty soon because I'm starting to run low. So they're perfect for that location. Perfect for the game store. They fit great in the claw of the key catcher machine. So if you've got a key catcher out there, or if you're thinking about getting one, those game-themed mystery boxes work really well.
The
Really
Mario
well.
ones.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they're really inexpensive. And you can even get them on Amazon if you don't want to order them.
That's where I get them from. Yeah, because I wanted them quick.
Yeah. Let's see. Going down. Our Apollo says so. And recently in the Discord, we've all been talking about our credit card readers, and so on all of our Nyax and our Kiosoft, we raised our prices on those, and our sales have been doing really well because of it. So the dollar that we charge to play our machines, the people that have dollars or whatever, they still do that. We haven't lost any money in cash or anything like that, and we haven't lost. We've actually made more money in credit cards, raising up to 3, 5, 10, and 20. So highly recommend that if you're not running 3, 5, 10, and 20, you do. We've gotten quite a few $20 charges on there, which is awesome because we've never. I mean, the max we had was 10. So and we get quite a few 10s, a lot of 5s. We get a lot of $5 charges on our stuff, and we also made stickers thanks to actually Walker Vending. It was his idea to do a bonus play sticker on our machine. And it says, use the credit card reader to get bonus plays. Check out the screen below or whatever it said. I don't remember what I put on the sticker. And you can get those from vendinglabels.com, or E3 can also make some for you too.
Sure.
But yeah, the stickers help a lot also.
So let me ask you this. So I haven't made the change. I'm still at 1, 3, 5, and 10. But I've been thinking about going to the 3, 5, 10, and 20. So how do you do the bonus plays on those? What are your bonus play settings for those?
So 3 is nothing. 5 is, I wrote it down because somebody asked me the same thing and I had to write it down.
Good. I'm glad you wrote it down.
Yeah, I did because I was like, oh my God, what is the, hold on, I got it right here. Give me a second, guys.
Because I know like currently 5 gets 6 plays on $1 per play machine.
So 3 is 3 games, 5 is 6 games, 10 is 12 games, and 20 is 25 games.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
They get 25 plays for $20. So that's why we get quite a few 20 because they look down there and they see it.
I just might have to maybe test that.
I'm telling you,
it's 2024, guys, right?
Yeah,
it's time to make some changes.
People have no problem, like we've done the 10-cent charge on our card readers for a long time, and nobody's ever said anything about that. We still do it. Ours is at 3, 10, 5, 10, 10, 10, and 20, 10 still. Yeah. So we're still charging that 10-cent fee. But once they saw that, they can do that, I was surprised by how many $20 charges we got on our, payments we got on our credit card readers. And from what other people have said, the amount of fees you're paying for $1, that you're going to pay anyways, it's at least you might as well go up to at least $2 or $3 or something, just start it out. So. Because they could put quarters or dollar bills in there in any time.
Sure.
So
maybe I'll have to play around with that and try that out because, let's change it up, guys. Let's change it up.
So for those of you who don't know, there's a new kind of store in the Discord and on Facebook and stuff. Toy Box, brand new store for products for your mini claw machines. If you're looking for stuff, his 7-year-old son was watching the live stream. He says hi.
Hey, Colin.
Hi, Colin. How are you? But if you're interested in looking for some of the best products that are out there, like your boba teas and other little things that go in your claw machines, Toy Box is a great place to get them. You can find it on Facebook. I'm sure if you just type in Toy Box or in the Discord, he's in there also. So great place to get that kind of stuff from him.
And just for reference, did I see that there's maybe a little contest with Toy Box in the Discord?
Yes, there is.
See that?
Let me see. He's given away. I was going to try to pull it up, but I'm trying to think the best way to do this. Hold on 1 second. I can do that right now.
Okay, perfect.
While
Jonathan's pulling that up, I'm going to remind you guys again, smash that like button. Help us get more people on the stream. Help us get recommended, get shared, all that stuff. Invite your friends or anybody that you think might be interested in, vending information, vending content, all that good stuff.
Congratulations, Cody, on your new machines. Very exciting.
Nice. Which 2 machines did you get? We're probably well behind on the comments now. So
yeah, that was like 30 minutes ago. Sorry.
So if you're still watching, put it in the comments which machines you got. I think I might have seen it on Discord, but now I can't remember which machines they were. So let us know in the comments if you're still here.
It was in the announcements. I know that. So let me pull up announcements. There it is. And you can read it because you're better at this is the kind of stuff that you're going to find in the Discord that you're going to find nowhere else. And this is why we do the Discord, and what's so exciting about it is this kind of stuff, because these are members that are donating stuff to other members.
Just helping other members, exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, how cool is this? So I don't know if you can read that or not.
No, I really can't. Can you zoom in a little bit?
Oops. Sorry. Hold on.
Okay. I think I got it there. All right. So from Toy Box Vending, right? Or Toy Box HQ. That's what it's called. Toy Box HQ. So they're giving away 50 pieces of their 3-inch plush emojis. You can see the link to the product there on the screen. It's tinyurl.com/toyboxhq. To enter, all you need to do is head over to, and you just scrolled away from it.
Sorry.
Head over to #giveaway-toyboxhq and click enter the giveaway. Yes, this is in the Discord. Click enter on the giveaway bot, and a winner will be selected this Saturday at random. So if you guys want to jump in on this, you've only got a couple days. Get over to the Discord, get signed up. There's going to be a winner this weekend for 50 pieces of 3-inch mixed emoji plush. And there's a good picture of them there too.
So if you go to, where is it? Giveaway toy box. So if you click on there, this is the cool stuff about Discord. So basically here it is. Enter. That's how easy it is. You just enter to win the giveaway.
That's it.
I mean,
just
like
click,
the
just click that emoji. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
and this is, I mean, Anime Frank's working on some giveaways. He wanted to do a machine or something. Like everybody's wanting to donate something and give back to the community. And then, of course, they want to promote like what he's doing, which is he's providing the stuff that people don't want to order themselves from China or wherever he may get it at a discounted price. They want to be able to get all this stuff in one location, and he's providing that service. So it's very cool what he's doing, and it's a great place to get the stuff. So anyways, very cool store, and cool guy. So, and hi, what was his son's name? Colin?
Colin. Hello, Colin. Yes.
Hi, Colin. Okay, so coming back down.
Looks like we got a couple more super chats just coming in.
Okay. Oh yeah, 2 of them. Bang.
Actually, there's 3. There's 2 from Waco, 1 from 720.
Okay, so I missed one from Waco, which must be up a little bit.
It's a little bit higher.
Oh,
It's just
okay. I see.
All right, Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More wants to know: have you all ever been to a Bass Pro Shop? Yes. And Cabela's, and what are some of the other ones that are out there? They're really cool because they've got all kinds of like taxidermy animals inside, or big aquariums full of native fish that are really cool to see. Plus, if you're into hunting or camping or fishing or any of that kind of stuff, they've got all the supplies you need. So very cool stores. Yes.
I just saw this comment from Gumball Gold, and it was just cracking me up. Like I don't pay tax on machines because it's classified as a hobby, and hobbies aren't taxable. So it's
guessing you're probably not registered then as an LLC or anything like that. So, all right, to each their own.
Yeah. All right, back to this.
Up next, the next super chat coming in from 720 Vending. A $2 super chat says Boba is at $4.20 and Hooters is at $2.54. I'm surprised it's not the other way around.
Yeah. So how many weeks is that? I'm wondering. Is that for 3 weeks? Because he was doing 3-week collections, if I remember correctly. But
I think so. And the last super chat for the time being, again, coming from Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More, says, are you all ready for the Super Bowl on Sunday?
We're so excited. So I don't know. Yeah. What do you do for Super Bowl? So we don't really go ahead.
So I live in an area where none of my family or original friends are. So we always get together with our neighbors. Our neighbors are like all of us are from somewhere else here in South Carolina. So a lot of us don't have, close family members or things like that here. So a lot of us will get together for holidays and different things like that. So we are doing a chili cook-off for the Super Bowl on Sunday. So if you guys have any good chili recipes out there, throw in the comments or send me an email, because I am not much of a chili maker and I'm looking to try something new. So let me know.
So we've been kind of disappointed the past few years because we basically, we're not big football fans. And Sam actually started playing football and he's really super into it, which is cool. But like he still doesn't watch football that much on TV. So we would always get together, my whole family, and Natalie makes like this crazy spread of like all, like a buffalo chicken dip and
that's my go-to.
Yeah. So we have like the whole spread and we all just sit around and watch the commercials. That's like the big thing, and that's in the halftime show. That's what we've been about. And the commercials have sucked the past couple of years.
They have.
And
I think this year's going to be different though.
I hope really so, because go ahead.
And I think a lot of them might be kind of tied to some of our interests, because I know like Reese's is doing a big announcement, big kind of like a big spot for the Super Bowl. Mountain Dew, like all these things kind of tie into vending machines. So there might be some good stuff we can talk about after that. Yeah, I know Mountain Dew and Reese's are both going to be advertising heavily in some of those spots. So, like I said, maybe some cool stuff for the vending world. We'll see.
Well, we're getting new internet because our internet's not the best through Xfinity, so we're getting this new race communications, internet that's supposed to be amazing, and then it comes with TV, so we're gonna have like the HD experience for Super Bowl. So we're kind of excited, but
welcome to
I don't
2000.
know. Yeah, right. But we live. You got to remember where we live. I mean, we live in the middle of nowhere, so we just got internet like a year ago where I live. You know what I mean? Like it's that bad. So
You had dial-up before that?
Yeah, we had dial-up, and we're still using phones on the wall. That's just where we live. So it's nice to be up in the.
What's funny is there's probably some people here in the chat that have no idea what we're talking about.
No. Well, my parents still at their house. They still have the phone on the wall with we get to spin it to dial out. Like the rotary.
No, the rotary phone.
Oh yeah,
phone? Really?
They still have that on their wall.
Wow, wow.
So we really do. Yeah, it's like going back in time.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So, okay. We should do the giveaway again. Do you want to do it again?
It's 10 o'clock on the East Coast, which means it's 7 o'clock on the West Coast. Let's talk about the giveaway.
Okay.
All right, bring it up on the screen one more time. Again, thank you to candymachines.com, Kevin and Chris, and all the people over there for working with us on these amazing giveaways. I mean, look at these machines, guys. These are super beautiful, super expensive, really nice machines. And you could win one of these machines for absolutely no cost to you. I'm talking free shipping, free fill, free machines. I mean, everything is going to be covered for you to get yourself some of these machines. If you're new to the vending business and you're just looking to get started, or if you're a seasoned pro and you just want to build your route, get signed up to win one of these machines. So first machine, the grand prize is going to be the free spin machine. That's the biggest one highlighted there on your screen. It's got the carousel in the middle that you can put all kinds of different prizes on. The object of the game is to line up the clips with the arrow and to stop it so that it lines up, because when you stop it, the arrow is going to drop down. If it presses the clip, it's going to release the prize, and therefore that's how you get the prize out. Also, the other machine there is our electronic bulk vending machine. I have one of these in the video game store, and it does really, really well. I love that machine. I couldn't wait for this machine to be released. I mean, I think it was, we really learned about it at NBVA in 2023, and, it was still a prototype, so there were still a lot of changes to be made. Finally came out in, the end of 2023, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on one. It was on display at IAPA. I got to bring it home, get it right on location, and it's just been killing it compared to my old mechanical bulk vending machines I used to have there. So again, thanks to Kevin at candymachines.com for working with us on these giveaways. If you guys want to get signed up, all you need to do is jump on over to that Discord server, find the giveaway link. It's going to be on the left-hand side, a little tab, a little rocket ship on it. Fill out the form, and then you're registered to win. And what we're going to do is we're going to give these machines away live from the candymachines.com booth there at the MBVA show, March 20th. Not sure the time yet, but sometime during the afternoon of March 20th. And we're going to do it live right here on the Howard Hospitality Group YouTube channel. So get subscribed, get those bell notifications hit, get signed up to win. And actually 3 of you are going to be winners. The free spin is going to be the grand prize. The electronic bulk is going to be the runner-up. And then Quick Play, to celebrate their 500,000 subscriber milestone, they're throwing in a super mini claw machine, also from candymachines.com. So again, lots of great machines. Going to be 3 great winners. Get signed up, guys. You won't regret it.
Very cool. Awesome. So back to the real quick, I found this one from Kevin at Can Machines. He said all the data he's seen is very supportive, and he knows with NIAX, if you get your average transaction up, you can get your transaction fees down. So the more money you're making, you're going to save more. So it's another good reason to bring up that pricing. Same with Kiosoft, from what I understand, is the same way. When you get those transactions, or you can get those higher, it saves you more in the long run. So honestly, like, people have no problem doing it. We've had really good results, and both of them support it. So I think it's a great way to go. And you have the really cool, different buttons they can press to choose, which one they want, and it actually shows the bonus plays on there. So, it's really cool. But make sure you promote it too on the top, like we do with a sticker or or maybe even something near the reader itself, that says, look for bonus plays or pay attention to the bonus plays or something on your machine. So a lot of people don't even know what bonus plays are. So a lot of parents may be putting money in the machine for the kids, but if they're like, oh, wait, I could get more plays for my kid if I buy the $5 versus the $3, then they might be more likely to do it. So make sure you're kind of promoting that.
Totally.
Yep.
For sure.
I wouldn't have known what bonus plays were 2 years ago if I wasn't doing this. If I would have gone to a machine, and I've been playing video games all my life, I didn't know what bonus plays were until I actually got my own machines, or we got our machines and we were running them. I'm like, oh, now I get it with the credit card readers. And then it made sense. But in a lot of the older machines, you couldn't do bonus plays in the machine itself. So like
Correct.
Now on the new machines in the new software that are coming out in a lot of these machines, when people put in a certain amount, you can actually do it in the software on the machine and program it to give it bonus plays when they do put in more cash. So that's something fairly new in the industry too. So
Yep.
Very cool. Things are definitely transitioning that way. So very smart. The machines are getting super smart. So
Absolutely.
all right. So I think I'm caught up on that stuff.
Highlight Cody Cantley's comment. This is hilarious. It says a kid at my work. It's at the very most recent comment. It says a kid at my work got mad because his Cat 5 internet cable wasn't going into the RJ11 ports. So funny story. So my oldest son, when he got his first apartment, he's like, Dad, they've got these like mini network jacks in the wall. I'm like, yeah, those are telephone lines, kid.
Yeah.
Because, telephone uses RJ11 and network cables use RJ45 ports. So pretty funny though, because similar story.
See, then I'm not as old.
Look who jumps in the chat. Go for it. Vending's here with us tonight.
Nice.
Like it. Says bonus plays on the Nayax card reader is new too. It's only been available for 2 years.
So there you go.
That's right.
So I was right at the start of it. I was learning it, which is pretty cool. So
yeah.
And those of you who don't know, Go For It Vending is the resident expert at candymachines.com when it comes to Nayax. So if you need Nayax help, that's the man you want to talk to right there. Become friends with that guy. He'll be
absolutely
and definitely call.
He has helped all of us so much, and we really appreciate your efforts, Gopher. Thank you so much for all that.
So very cool.
All right, 2 more super chats came in. Another from Waco, another from 720 Vending. Let's go and highlight those real quick. First one up, Waco's Car Wash Channel. Elevators more. Gas prices are $2.51 where he is.
Gee.
Bet you're jealous, Jonathan, aren't you?
Oh my God.
That's probably
so
half of what you're paying.
No, well it was $3.86.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Ago. So it went down a little bit, but now it's going to go back up, I guess, again.
I think I paid $2.89 over the weekend.
We're definitely buying an electric car for sure. That's our next thing. I mean, can't beat it. So, all right.
And then 720 Vending with the other super chat talking. We asked him how long his collection was, or how long those totals were from. It's from January 28th. So that's like what, a week and a half? I mean,
yeah, a week, 9 days, right?
He's got those machines at Disneyland. That's what they are.
Right. Hooters at Disneyland.
Yes. I'm surprised there isn't such a thing.
Right.
Maybe there is. I don't even know.
What I've learned when I was in Florida, it's like these little alcohol carts that are kind of hidden like off into the trees, like on the side. It's so funny, you know what I mean? Because like it's like oh, and
because it's like the magical land.
Yeah, there's this girl kind of hiding in this little cart off to the side where like the people that are drinking, the parents and whatever, they know how to find those carts, but they're not like really noticeable, but they're there, they're off to the side, kind of hidden.
It's like the little old lady handing out the poison apples,
it's like right? The little jungle, to get there and see Tarzan, and then there's your little alcohol cart. Yeah, but it's so funny because it was like that. It was, they were just kind of, tucked off to the side. So pretty funny with like a line of like 30 people, So they're busy.
Good times. Yeah. Good times. All right, so let's talk more about the NBVA because I think it's a great topic to talk about because it's coming up in like 5 or 6 weeks. I got to hit the treadmill more before I'm ready to go. But my flights are booked, my hotel's booked, your flights are booked, your hotel's booked. We're
And
super
Amelia and
excited.
Sam are coming. We're not
There
sure
we
about
go.
Natalie.
There we go.
But Sam and Amelia will both be there. They're very excited, and it's funny because they've got all those videos coming up on their TikTok and their feeds now.
Oh, nice.
But
All
they're
those
like
Vegas
things for
videos.
kids to do in Vegas kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
They've been watching a lot of those, and so there's all this stuff. They'll come to me like at least once a day, and they're like, "Hey, can we check this out? We're there." And I'm like, "Yeah, if we have time, we'll go." But there's a lot of neat stuff.
That's the key. If we have time, because
Yeah.
we learned quickly last year. There's not a lot of extra time, so that's why we're all like we're going to go a little bit early to do those kind of things. Because once the seminars start, once the show starts, there's so much to do just there at the hotel and the convention center, put on by the MBVA. So, yeah, I mean, where all are they asking to go? What have they brought up? I'm
So
interested.
there's arcades, of course.
Of
There
course,
was,
of course.
You know, like Amelia was really cool. She thought the gondola ride thing was kind of cool. She's like, "Oh,
At the
that'd be really
Venetian?
neat." Yeah, and like going on the gondola. What was the one? Oh, Sam was talking about going on the Stratosphere on that roller coaster. That was up
Well,
top.
the roller coaster's not at the top.
Oh,
of
it's not
Strata
there anymore? That
There's
was
no
one of the
roller
videos.
coaster. They have multiple rides. So they have like a ride that it's that the spire that actually like shoots you up in the air.
Yeah.
So there's that. They have one where like you sit in chairs and it spins and it holds you out over the side and it spins. I forget the name of that one. And then the third one, it's like a roller coaster, but it's really just a dive. Like you're in a roller coaster car and you're on like a ramp.
Yeah.
And then it lifts up and then you roll off the edge and then you stop. So yeah, so those are the rides that are there. Yes,
Okay.
I looked because I'm
Yeah.
kind of an amusement park nerd too. But they used to have a high roller coaster that went around the top of it. That's no longer there.
Well,
But there is a roller
I think
coaster.
he wants to do something, and what was really
Yeah.
cool is that I had talked to them. We were riding back, and I was saying, you know, it was something that I did the first year that we went. They had that not MBVA. I'm sorry, this was a few years before MBA. I went for a work conference, and they had that human bodies exhibit. You know, where you walk through, and it was like
Yeah.
they showed your all the different systems, you know, and they basically had all these people donate their bodies, and like you get to go through and see like everything. And I thought that was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
I'm sure.
And they're like, I want to see that too. Like, and I was like, well, that's cool. You know, at least they're, you know, about doing educational stuff and stuff too. But they definitely want to have fun while they're there. And I told them, I said, you know, it takes one whole night just to walk one side and one whole night just to walk the other side if you want to see kind of all of Vegas. And I said, it's really neat because you can walk through all of them. You know, you can go through each one and kind of get a glimpse of
the casinos. Yeah.
Yeah,
They make you walk through them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, but I think we should see Fremont Street. I mean, I think we should all go there again. We had a blast there last year when we were all
We
there.
did, but I don't know. Do you want to take the kids to Fremont Street? We all know what, you know, it's called Freakmont Street for a reason, right?
I know. Well, I think that they're old enough that they wouldn't be offended by that. And I really think we should all do that thing where they go on the
zip lines?
The zip line. We should all do that together, all of us. Like, I think that would be fun. Like all of us in a row, just go down and do that. Like, you know, you, me, David, you know, Eli and Cody and the kids, and just
Eli
go
won't
down.
do it. I talked to him about that last year.
Oh, really?
he won't do it.
Oh, I don't know.
Cody might. Destiny
Cody-
will. So
There you go.
We can get some of the quick play team on
I just
board,
think
but-
some of us, we should do some things together. And I think that I'd like to take them. I can't remember the name of the casino, but it's like the old school Vegas on Fremont Street where it's got like the wood bar and the guy playing
Oh,
piano.
yeah.
Like show them like the old
There's
school
there's a
way.
couple different ones like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be kind of neat to show them, like, you know, not that it'll mean that much to them, but at least they get that kind of that experience of seeing.
Sure.
You know. But I don't know. There's some neat stuff. There's also a guy that's in our Discord that has his own claw room in Vegas now. That
He's in the
doing really
Discord?
well. He's in the Discord.
I think I talked to him on Facebook.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy, and he's got it in a really nice shopping center, a fairly new shopping center in Vegas. So we were thinking maybe we go check that out and see how he set everything up and how it looks. And so I don't know. There's some things we might do. I don't know, but the kids are excited, and I think that they've talked to a lot of kids since we started Yao, which we should talk about too. And they know that there's a lot of kids interested in what they do. So I think that them going to this also for them is really interesting to meet all the people they've kind of, you know, got to talk to and stuff. And so they're all excited.
There you go. Good.
Very cool. So, but MBVA, just so you know, you can become a member. It's not that expensive. It's like $150
it's really not.
for the year. The conference is amazing. It is basically 3 or 4 conferences all in one. So you got the amusement conference, the laser tag conference, the like billiards and pinball.
It's like a game room kind of stuff. Yeah. There's a
Game
lot of
room style
stuff.
conference plus the MBVA all in one big giant expo. So that you got that going on. The first full day is seminars, which, I mean, you have people like Jen Ven and a few others are going to talk that have a wealth of knowledge, and you'll learn a lot from that. Then there's, like dinner where we basically have the intro dinner where you get to go hang out and meet a lot of people from the amusement side too. So we kind of all come in one big giant room and meet up and hang out. And then there's parties and all kinds of stuff that goes on. But it's a lot of fun and it's a lot of knowledge, and something that I've been I don't know if we're going to be able to put it together this year or not, but I was thinking that if people are interested, that's something we might want to do in the future. I've been talking to the board at MBVA is we should have, before the seminars start in the morning, like I think they start at 9, if I remember correct. It was 9 or 10 in the morning on the first day, is if we could have like a meeting of just new members for that year to come in before the seminars start and meet in that room. And just kind of give everybody like a once over of like what to expect.
That's a great idea.
And then, I mean, even if I just have to just say, join me and I'll meet you all there or whatever, but I'd really like to, cause that was one thing we didn't get the first year we were there. And last year you kind of had me to kind of tell you what was going on.
I did, but it was a whirlwind. It really was.
It is.
Like, I didn't know what to expect.
And I feel like you almost need like a half a day to become like acclimated to the conference.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Or even by dinner, you're still kind of spinning. So I think that if we could have everybody that's new, especially from the Discord and all our followers and stuff, just get together and just say, look, don't stress out. Like, it's not as hard as you think it is. And you're going to be in this room before anybody shows up. So they're there early before everybody walks in. They got their seats, they're seated, they got their coffee, their Danishes, and they can just be relaxed. They're not walking into a room with a bunch of people that are already there and it's awkward. Like, it would be like I think kind of like a nice welcoming thing to do. Hopefully maybe we can make it happen next year, if not this year. But even if we all met in the lobby or something, like if you guys are interested in something like that, I really think it's helpful. And then maybe you can meet new people and then you guys can hang out for the conference. So then what'll happen is like when you go to the expo, you can go, oh, dude, you see booth 300? They got the so-and-so, whatever. And like, you got to check it out, because you're looking at those machines we're looking at and whatever. And you'll have that kind of somebody to, to bounce things off of, and then maybe have the experience together kind of thing. That might be a good way to meet some new people. And if you can get relationships with people in the same stage as you are, which may be like a brand new vendor, that's awesome, because then you learn together, oh, I lost you for a second. Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. So anyways,
maybe your internet is glitchy again.
Oh, I can't wait for our new stuff to come.
All right, another super chat from Waco's Car Wash Channel, Elevators and More. This one is actually relevant for our question. Wants to know, when is IAPA this year? IAPA in Orlando, Florida is normally the week prior to Thanksgiving week at the Orlando Convention Center. Jonathan and I both got to attend. David was there too. We got to go for our first time in 2023, and it was very cool. But I gotta say,
holy cow!
If I had to pick a show, IAPA or NBVA, which one would I pick? Honestly, I'd pick NBVA. 100%. I think it's more geared toward what we do, whereas IAPA was just a piece of. We were just a piece of what IAPA is. There was a lot of it's geared towards
that.
Yeah.
Because I was having that same exact conversation with Jen Ven 2 days ago, and I said, I don't know if I'll go back to IAPA next year, just because I feel like for our industry and what I was interested in was one tiny corner of this giant place, and that was it. It was huge. I mean, there was a lot of stuff there that was in our industry, but I didn't even go. You guys found the chairs and all the other stuff that like we ended up trying out.
Mrs. Galaxy Games found the chairs.
And David found laser tag and stuff, but I would have never gone out and looked for any of the other stuff, and I wouldn't have been like you guys were. But for me, like for the money, in going, like I'm interested in going to learn about my stuff. And so I really feel like the best part about NBVA is like you only have maybe, in the past years, which I think is going to grow this year immensely, but there's only about 100 people from MBVA that come to those seminars and that main group. There's the people of the industry that support it. Like you'll have like Flatline and All Star and all this stuff, but they don't come to the seminars. They're vendors that are at the show that you'll meet, and they're part of it, and they're members of MBVA. But like that small little room in the beginning that you all go for the seminars is like your core vendors. They're the people, not vendors, but like, vending people, I guess you'd say, that are doing this, which is who
operators and people that
operators.
have,
Thank you.
Yeah,
that's the word I'm looking for. And to only be like 100 and something people that you can talk to and become very close with is very cool. Like you don't find that at conferences where there's that tight knit group of people that share information and want to help you succeed. It's very cool. So I think that I didn't feel that at IAPA. I felt kind of overwhelmed and lost. And you guys saw my walkthrough of how big just our section was.
Also, too, we're not IAPA members. You can actually join the IAPA group, kind of like you can join the NBVA group. But it wouldn't be, feasible for us because, it's more, like I said, geared towards the amusement park industry. So like claw machines and arcade games and stuff is just, it's something that goes in like a piece of an amusement park or a water park or something like that. And that's what that show's more geared towards. But, Mrs. Galaxy Games, she's already ready to go next year too, because, it's only like a 5-hour drive for us. So it's a much different situation that we'll probably focus on trying to go to every year. Although, even though she's not able to go to Vegas this year, she's already talking about maybe trying to go to Vegas in 2025. So who knows? Who knows? I'll still be paying for that one in 2025.
Right?
Right?
It's funny because like everybody has their own interests, we did IAPA. I did IAPA this past year, and I get so upset because right before MBVA is Trans World, and it's like, the biggest Halloween conference in the world. It's like, and like me with Halloween is like over the top crazy. Like it's like I live at 365 days a year because I'm just so crazy, and I love Halloween, and I never get to go. Like I've never been to the Trans World, Halloween conference.
Where is it and when is it?
It's in Illinois. It's Chicago, I think.
Chicago.
I just got the email and I was all sad today because I can't go because it's like the second week of February, and I'll tell you exactly where it is.
So like right now?
Next week, I think it's next week.
Okay.
Sorry, I kind of just glanced it over because I was so sad that I didn't get to go. But that's something that I've wanted to do. But like we do this instead, and but there's a lot of stuff that we do, and I think that if I was to do something, that would be something that I'd want to go see versus, here it is right here. So it is, wait a minute. That's not it. Sorry. Hold on one second. Okay. Oh, that's not it either. What the heck? Sorry, guys. Because there's a company that people know in Halloween. There's a company called Fright Props who makes really cool like animated stuff for this, and they send out like a discount that you can get, for going to it. And
so just not to cut you off, but did you see all that kind of stuff that was at IAPA when you were there? Did you go check that stuff out?
Yeah, but it wasn't as. I mean, it's stuff.
I'm sure it's
already
a much smaller because most amusement parks will have a big Halloween event and Fright Nights or Fear Fest or all those
Eli
kind of things
from
like
E&T Amusements, Eli, the young Eli, and him and I we talk about this stuff all the time because he does Fright Nights, and he actually is an actor in a haunted house, and like he's super into it like me, so we're always like bouncing ideas off each other and stuff, and we're the same way. And he's like, I think I'm gonna go, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I could go. But anyways, the whole point of what I was trying to say is that it's, you have to put your money in the right places, and I really feel like MBVA for the year is is where I want to spend my money and what I want to learn. And those relationships you build like carry you through the whole year. Like you'll become friends with, you know, these vendors that are actually who answer the phone when you call, you know, Flatline, when you call these people and you know, it's like you're meeting all these people. And it's just great because then you have these long-term relationships. They know your face, and it's small. Like it's not a big industry. It's really cool. So I'm really
not
excited.
only that, but I think we can all agree. So, you know, last year at this time, we were all in prep mode. We were getting ready for NBVA. We were, you know, talking about what we wanted to do and what we wanted to learn and what we wanted to see and all that stuff. And I think like after we left the show, we were all like rejuvenated to go out there and like bust, just like, you know, go hard. And I think from the end of the NBVA show last year to right now, I think so many of us have grown so much, made so many changes, got so many different locations or new machines, or like David blew up after NBVA. Or, I mean, he hit the ground running. Like I think we all did. Yeah. And I think so if you feel like, you know, you're in vending and you're in kind of a rut, and you know you need like a jump start, you need a kick, or you need something that's kind of help you get motivated to like start pushing for that next step or that next level. This is a great way to go because you've got, you know, two of us right here right now, and a third who, if he was here right now, would be all agreeing. Like it's motivational, it's uplifting, it gets you like in the mood where you just want to do better. You just want to get out there and grow or try something new, or, you know, just it's motivating. So if you can join us, guys, check it out.
And I think that like what you're saying, I think that's, you know, if you look at a picture of let's just say Candy Machines, right? You're on Candy Machines website and you're looking at a Super Mini, and you're thinking about ordering one or whatever. Let's say it's, you know, March 5th or 6th. You know, 2 weeks later, you could be in Vegas looking at it and seeing it in person, opening it, closing it, checking it out, and knowing what you're going to get. Then at the same time, there's a show special. That's
what I was going to go. I was going to say, then we got to talk about show specials.
Yeah. So then you got, you know, 12 months free financing all of a sudden on this that you didn't have. You know, maybe you had a discount code, but now you go to the show, and because you're an MBVA member, now all of a sudden you get 12 months free financing. You're like, what? So I don't have to pay for this for a year. You know what I mean? I'm paying no interest for a year on this. So that's the other really cool part about the show, is there's a lot more benefits in that. There's deals to be made. Every machine that's in all these people's booths, they don't want to ship them back home. They want to sell them. They want you to pick them up. They want you to take them, or they want to ship them to your place or whatever. But for how inexpensive it is, depending on where you live, because I know for you it's a lot further, just like it was for us to go to Florida.
Sure.
So it's a pricier trip. But I think that the amount of knowledge you gain and the amount of deals you can make and what you can learn is worth it, and it's a write-off for your business. So you
absolutely. It's a business expense. You can mark it in your travel logs, all that stuff. So, you know, it's not a vacation. I mean, you can treat it as a vacation, but from a business standpoint, it's a business expense. You're doing research, you're gaining inventory, you're making contacts, networking, all kinds of cool stuff. So it's definitely worth it. And let's highlight Diary of Daniel's comment real quick.
Sure.
Because I think this is so true. He says, I think I'm sold on NBVA. Seems like you can't go wrong for $150 registration. And you can't. And let me just say that $150 is totally worth it, because while we were there, we got, let's see, how many meals did we get? How many like beverages did we get? Like, so I know there was, on the day of the seminars, there was like a donut and pastry and coffee breakfast. Mm-hmm. There was a lunch that day.
Sandwich lunch.
There was a dinner that night.
Mm-hmm.
The next day there was a breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another dinner that night. Yeah. There was no lunch that day, but I mean,
no,
just
you had
that
to get
alone.
your lunch at the expo or somewhere in the hotel or whatever.
And
You're on your own
plus we ended up in the Elvis suite, and there was an open bar. I mean, you totally get your money's worth for that. Dude, for that $150.
For two people, for breakfast is $50 to $75 in Vegas.
And that's just the food plus the knowledge from the seminars that you're getting. That's worth $150 also. So it's really. The NBVA should be charging twice as much, but they're not.
Yeah.
And it's totally worth it. Yeah, you definitely cannot go wrong for the $150 registration fee. I just renewed mine too, so I'm not going to have to do it in person while we're there. So there's that. It's totally worth it. And I think your first year too, it gets you into the actual show floor, it gets you the free pass into the show floor too.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth it.
There was something else I was going to say, and I can't remember what it was, but
I said it all.
Yeah, you did. There was something else. There was one other thing that was really. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to tell you. It was what Jen Ben taught me the other day on the phone. We were getting ready to book our stuff. Is that I don't know how many of you have like a Southwest credit card or those types of things, or like an airline credit card, which we didn't have. And she said, if you sign up for like the Southwest or another airline, whatever one you want to use, that you get miles and stuff every time you use that credit card. And then they also have these, like people fly free with, I think it's one person free a year or something, fly free. So basically you're only paying for one airfare for the people, like if it's you and your wife or whatever. So you're only paying for one. You know what I mean? So it's like if you use the money the smart way and get one of those credit cards or something, or use miles or use a different credit card, and you're getting money back on top of it for those types of expenses that you get to write off, then really the trip is not going to cost you as much. So, if you're smart with that kind of stuff, which we weren't that smart, but she's very good with that kind of thing, then it's definitely smart to look into an airline card or something that might help you if you plan on doing this every year. Because I know we're going every year regardless now.
Yeah,
I mean, we have to.
So one person in the comments asked about links to the NBVA reservation and tickets page. Do we want to do a quick demo real quick on that? I can share my screen. We can do that real quick. I'll share your screen. Hold on one second. Or you share your screen and I'll pop it up. There we go.
And I'm going to go get some more water real quick.
Sure. All right. That. So I can kind of walk everyone through if you want to make that big. There we go. Perfect. Can you take the comment? Yeah, there you go. Perfect. All right. So guys, so this is the NBVA website. So some of the things that you are asking in the comments is, how do you register? Where do you get the discounts on the hotels? So here on the NBVA website, there's multiple tabs at the top here. So the first one we're going to talk about is membership. If you want to apply to be a member, you can go to membership and then 2024 application. It's going to take you to this page here where you can download the actual application. If you want to do it via paper method, or you can just do it right here on the site. You fill out your name, your address, email, phone, all that stuff. And then you choose your level. So basically, what level of operator are you? So if you're a small operator like me and have less than 99 machines, you would be operator level 1. So that's what you would choose. So once you do that, then you're going to see that the charge amount changes. So for operator level 1, it's $150. Then all you need to do is enter your credit card information, hit operator level 1, and you're going to become a member of the NBVA. So, you may want to know, do you have to be a member of the NBVA to attend the show? So yes and no. So to attend the actual conference show floor over at the convention center, you do not have to be a member of the NBVA, but you do need a pass. If you're a large operator, you can see that also includes 2 badges to the show as well. And I think if you're a first timer, you also get a free badge to the show as well. Now, as far as housing, so if you go over to the conference tab here, there's all the information regarding the actual show. So, if you're going to register to attend the show, if you want to see what the education schedule is like, and that might not be up to date yet. If you want to see who all is going to be there to exhibit. But for those of you asking about the discount pricing in hotels, if you go to the housing section here, it's going to bring up the information about the Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino, which is directly next door to the convention center. So you don't have to, take a cab or an Uber. Yeah, that's where everybody stays. You can actually click this link to get to the actual hotel reservation website. And this is the group code you'll use to get your rate down to $95 per night.
Now, of course, insane. Like, it's
super insane.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, though, they do tack an extra resort fee on top of that as well. And I think that's like probably $35 a night or something like that. Yeah, somewhere around
It's actually discounted. So it's normally 35, and I think it's only 30 for us.
Yeah. So plan for that too. Full disclosure, you want to plan for that too. But, considering you're staying in a really nice resort in Las Vegas and you're paying $95 a night plus resort fees, that's unheard of, right? Totally unheard of. So, like I said, totally worth it. That's how you get all the information. There's the code there. There's the link you can use to get signed up for your discounted price on the hotel. And like they say, literally, it's a 7-minute walk to the convention center. And there's actually kind of like a pathway. You don't have to go out on the street or anything. It's just, there's like a connection from the Westgate. So I think you got to be outside for like, I don't know, what, 2 or 3 minutes. Like you cross like a little side alley to get over there. It's really easy. But guys, like I said, if you want to get registered, you'll just go to nbva.org, and then all the links are at the top here. You can see all kinds of stuff. There's, more information about programs that they offer, who the board of directors are, who the suppliers are, all this good stuff. It's great stuff. Go check it out for sure. And if you're interested, feel free to drop some questions in the Discord and the link in the chat here. But we've only got 20 more minutes tonight, so get in there and get your questions entered, or you get your registrations all set up and all that good stuff.
Highly recommended, especially if you're just getting started. And I think that the thing too is that we'll all be there, so you can hang out with us. And basically, I don't know, it's just a great time, and I think it's a lot of fun. So definitely worth it. Yeah. So I wanted to, let me go back here real quick. So I wanted to talk about Yao real fast.
Yeah, let's talk about Yao.
Okay, so I'll just pull it up next to us. There it is. So for those of you who don't know, we, the Howard Hospitality Group, Galaxy Games 843, David from Xtreme Vending, who somebody asked where he is. They're having a big storm down there in Arizona right now, and so he doesn't have internet. So he tried going to, I don't know if it was Burger King and McDonald's, but all of their internet was locked up, so he couldn't get internet there either. So they had a burger, and I think they're on their way home. But definitely, we've all gotten together with great vendors like CandyMachines.com and a few others. And Yao was started to basically help students that are under the age of 18 to get started in vending and their vending journey. And it's actually turned into this really cool thing where basically students, if you have a child or if you are a young student who's watching this under 18 that wants to get involved in vending, all you need to do, and the information is down below, is just go to our website, which is yaokids.org. Send us an email with a 1-minute video about you and why you want to get into vending and a little like blurb about yourself. And you'll be in the running. And what we plan on doing, which should be done hopefully in the next week or so, is once a month we're going to be giving away everything that you need to get started on your vending journey, including a machine, prizes and stuff that you need to get going. Plus we're going to be doing Zoom calls and all kinds of help. We get you guys, help you get locations. We'll help you with brochures and getting started and doing one-on-one time with you guys to hopefully get you going. And if you're anything like Sam and Amelia, who are my kids, who, if you don't know, they've got quite a few locations now, and they're expanded quite a bit, and they're only 14 and 12. So definitely the time to get into doing it. The nonprofit is working on some other exciting things with other industry members to do even more. So you can go to the website, you can donate. The other cool thing is we now have our stickers, which are done. All right, there they are, which you can order. They're $1 a piece, and then $1 a month after that. And you put these on your machine. They help you land locations, and then also you just donate $1 a month per sticker, and helps go to Yao and help us do what we do. And so very cool. And it's something just for the vending industry, which is really cool. And I think that some of the coolest calls I've gotten are from old school vendors that said, I wish we would have had something like this years ago, because my kids aren't really interested in vending now. They're older. But maybe when they were younger and like you had this kind of program to help them, that's not their dad trying to show them how to do it or their mom or whatever. It's like an outside influencer of some kind, like if it was Matt, on the phone with them going, yeah, man, we could do this, like it's a different kind of feel to it. And I think that when you have outside support other than just your own, family support, like it's kind of cool. It gets you jazzed and it gets the kids going, and they get notoriety by being on the website, and maybe they'll start their own YouTube channel, which would be really cool too. And we can see the progress, and
totally.
So definitely check out the website, yaokids.org. It's down in the description below. Help us to get going and get started, and then get the money to do what we need to do. And if you are a vendor that wants to get involved with us, we would love to be able to offer these kids the incentives and products to do what they need to do. And then hopefully it'll turn into a continual support of your products and them, reordering and doing all this stuff. So it'll help your business too. So very cool. So yeah, that is, yeah. So
Yow.
cool.
We should probably talk about the giveaway one more time
Yes.
as we're getting to the end of the show. We're down to our last 15 minutes, and I think it's your turn, Jonathan.
Okay. So I get really excited about this because I go back to, and I'll pull this up. I go back to the beginning, because I do the podcasts, and I'm looking at this is our third season, which is crazy. So we've been doing this now. This is our going in our third year that we've been doing these live streams. It's I don't even remember how many it is, but we did every single week last year, and I think we even had one bonus week last year.
We did. After Vegas, we had the bonus week, yeah.
Yeah, so 53 times we did it last year, and then the year before we started I think late October, early November, so we had I don't know how many weeks were at the end of the year.
Yeah,
so we've been doing this close to almost 100 weeks, which is crazy if you count them all together. And we did giveaways pretty much from the beginning, which is really cool. And so we've been doing this for a really long time, and it's turned into something that I think that it's even gotten, this is crazy to have 3 machines to give away for MBVA, and, to have a partner like candymachines.com to be able to do this kind of stuff is just insane to me. Like we're nobody. We're just, we're small time vendors, but we really love what we do. We love helping people. And then they get to come in and give people the chance to get started or expand their empire or whatever it may be. And these giveaways, you're talking about a lot of money. This free spin machine, they're expensive. These are pricey machines. And then to be able to have the newest technology, this is what was all over IAAPA. These machines were everywhere. This is what everybody was talking about. The electronic bulk machines is something that's brand new that you have not seen anywhere until now. And to be able to offer all kinds of other ways to pay besides putting 2 quarters or 4 quarters into a machine, now you can actually use credit cards, bills, and stuff like that. So what we're doing, I just get excited, so I apologize. But we're giving away 3 machines and teamed up with Quick Play. And the first machine we're giving away from candymachines.com is their brand new machine. It's called the Free Spin. These had lines of 3 to 4 people or more waiting to play these machines at IAAPA. There was a lot of different versions of them, but to be 100% honest, I think this is probably one of the best looking ones that I've ever seen.
Definitely the nicest looking one. And I can't wait to see it in person.
Well, and until you see the videos of, that on the right where that button is, that's actually out, it's outside of the machine, lifted. It's a very 3D cool experience when you look at this machine. It's got some depth to it and some cool feel. And I really feel that the fact that you have 40 different pegs to hang things off of, and then you got 3 that you can program any way you want. So you can do 3 really nice big prizes or expensive prizes on there, and then run different odds for those to increase the play. There's a lot of cool stuff on this machine that, and you can even add a prize locker next to it and have 3 keys on there that you do for 3 giant prizes. Sure. There's a lot of options that you can do on this machine to make it even better. But the fact that it looks, when you guys should go to the Discord or go to the Candy Machines website or wherever it may be and look at the videos on this machine, because it does look way better than any of these machines I've seen out there. The red, white, and blue, the feel of it, it's just a good looking machine. And there was somebody talking about earlier, what do you put in really expensive locations and stuff like that? These are the kind of machines that look nice. They're not obnoxious. They're really nice looking machines. So something like this is really cool and it's different. I've seen them at a few other locations and they just look really good. So this is the Free Spin, very cool machine. The second machine we're giving away is electronic bulk machine. Matt's got one of these. He picked it up at the show. We were in IAAPA and he's been running it.
Absolutely love it.
There's so many cool things you can do with this machine. You can run cards in it. You can run stickers in it. You can run tattoos in it, whatever you want to run in the machine. You can run anything that's flat bulk in the top. So like if you watch, or actually we don't think we really show videos of it, but Matt and I are always talking about sitting on the couch and stuffing our Pokemon cards from PA Pokemon pools and putting them in our machines. And Pokemon cards crush it. Down below, you can run up to a 3-inch bulk ball in these machines. There are some vendors out there that sell Pokeball, actual 3-inch balls that you could put like specialty prizes in it if you wanted to. You could run Pokeballs in these, whatever you want to do, but it's all electronic. Plus you still have a coin mech, so you still have the ability to do the old school way. But now, like inside of these machines, I mean, they're pretty sophisticated. This is a really nice machine and a very nice prize. So I think it's twice or 3 times people said, what if I don't want to win the free spin, but I want to win like electronic bolt, because they know like how good these machines are. So
yes,
definitely a very cool machine. And then the third one is a mini claw machine, a super mini from candymachines.com from Quick Play. They're doing their giveaway, which is because they reached 500,000 subscribers, which is insane.
So crazy.
What are you at now, Pat?
I am at 46,400 and
That's
something
crazy.
right now.
And
Yeah.
we're at like 1650 or something like that. I think so we're coming along, but to have that many subscribers and be that popular is pretty insane. And then to give back to their viewers, which I think is amazing for being, for getting 500,000 subscribers, is just awesome. So congratulations to you guys. And then they're giving back to their viewers, which is a mini claw machine. It's pretty much like a $1,500 value, which is pretty awesome. So very cool. So those are the 3 that we're doing. So that is the giveaway. 3 machines at Vegas in the Candy Machines booth on that Wednesday, Howard Hospitality Channel, live. And we've got the giveaway part down, so we shouldn't have any snafus this year.
No snafus.
No
Yes.
snafus. And yeah, exciting. And I'm hoping everybody will join us at the booth so we can, have like 1,000 people screaming like when it's announced. And I'm hoping the winner's there. That'd be even cooler. So
that would be cool. I mean, we've had the winner on the stream before, but we've never had the winner live in person we've only really done one live actual drawing, but it would be really cool if that person was there this time. So
yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Very
All right, guys, we're in our last 10 minutes. Fire those comments out there. If there's anything else you want to talk about, anything else you want answered, or topics of conversation you want us to address, throw them in the comments right now. And we'll try to get those answered or talked about before we wrap it up for the night.
Yeah, Cody, I didn't see any message in my Discord. So send me, if you did send me a Discord message, I don't have any new ones. So I'm pretty good at responding to my messages, and whether it's text or on Discord or whatever. Like you can ask anybody. Like unless I'm super busy, I'll still get back to you later on. But I didn't see one from you, so I apologize. So resend it if you did have one, and I'd be happy to answer. I'm so glad Nicole joined us tonight. It's so cool. I haven't heard much from her in a while. She usually does at least one video a week and mentions us in it. I don't think I've seen her for a couple weeks. Have you? Have you seen them?
I have not. So
yeah,
Nicole, glad you're back.
Yeah, good
to see you. Yeah, good to see you.
So we just placed an order too. So we, as part of our agreement with Pepsi, we have to order from them once a month, and then we order everything else from Sam's Club, and it's expensive. It went. I think it's over $100 more this month than it's been.
Soda keeps going up. Chocolate keeps going up. Candy keeps going up.
Yeah, because Natalie was like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "I don't know," because she placed the order and she's like, "It was so much this month," and I'm like, "I think just everything went up because we didn't buy anything different than what we normally do, But it's expensive. It's very pricey to be in full line vending nowadays. So, like you said, you need to raise it up,
Oh, that's another thing. So speaking of NBVA, we didn't even talk about this part of it. So not only do you get to go see machines, right, but you also get to meet all the suppliers. You get to see all the stock and all the cool things that you can put inside your machines. So, like one example, I'm just gonna highlight this because I got this today. It's the 2024 Rhode Island Novelty 2024 Amusement Catalog. And this is these are like, I'm sure Rhode Island Novelty will be there. And like they send out catalogs every year with all the cool plush to put in your machines. Let's see what else they got. They got like inflatables and stuff like that for parties. I mean,
what's cool about Rhode Island
stuff.
Novelty is they're also a division of Oriental Trading. So like you'll
Yes.
see some crossover with them, and like their stuff is really good price. It really usually has really good pricing. So
You want a hot dog hat?
hey man,
for
I like
for your arcade. But so not only will you get to see machines, but you'll get to see all the places that have all the different plush and all the different like bulk vending stuff and all the different tattoos and stickers. Like I think who was it? Was it All Star last year that had that really great show special? It was like
oh yeah.
a really good mix of mini claw machine plush, and it was like super cheap with like I think they had free shipping too.
Yeah, I remember
It was
they
like,
had the koosh balls in it.
yes,
And yeah,
it was like
that was a
it
good
was like
mix.
it was like 54 cents per
56
item
cents.
shipped.
Yeah,
something
shipped.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah, 56
So
cents ship.
so not only can you get great deals on machines, but you can get great deals on inventory for your machines too. So that's another great reason to jump in there and get to the show, just for the cost savings of all that stuff.
And there's new vendors this year which are going to be there, like these, which is the new one that we saw at IAPA.
Oh
which-
yes, Fiesta.
Fiesta,
Fiesta had some really nice stuff.
And then you're gonna have good stuff, Fiesta. So if you want like licensed stuff that's really good, like Fiesta has like the Top Ramen, they've got the Hello Kitty, and that
Some
kind of stuff.
Sanrio stuff,
Yeah,
all that
Sanrio.
stuff that the kids are into right now.
And it's
sure.
if you're gonna be running like a legit claw room or like a place where you're gonna be under the eye of peering eyes, then you need to make sure you're running an officially licensed product. Don't be running the other stuff because you could get yourself in trouble. So
Yep.
companies like those have really good pricing, and it's not that much different than what if you ordered it from China. By the time you paid shipping, it's not that off. Like
No.
David and I were talking about this a couple of days ago, and he's like, I was looking at good stuff, and a lot of their stuff is actually really good price. Really good pricing.
Even Fiesta. I mean, I want to say those ramen, like for the mini size, the ramen plush for mini
Yeah.
claws was like 65 cents.
Yeah,
Like-
and good stuff. They're not running the mini stuff yet, but they have it coming. So that's what's really cool about good stuff is they've got the new smaller line that's coming out. So you're going to be able to run that stuff in your minis, which is cool. So we're running it in our mediums and our bigs, but we don't have anything for our minis. Where Fiesta does have a lot of the small stuff, so you could get a lot of that licensed stuff from them too. So yeah, pretty cool. There's some good vendors.
A lot of
really good
great
vendors.
suppliers. If you do bulk vending too, like AA Global will be there. I think Cardinal will be there. Flatline, All Star. They also do a lot of bulk stuff too. In fact, I can't remember which one. Do you remember which one had the whole wall of the displays of all the different bulk stuff with the flat stuff or the capsule stuff? So one of them had a whole wall. of,
Flatline,
like, I think it was Flatline. Just really cool to be able to
They have
see it
the
all
best
in one
stickers and
space.
tattoos and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they got some good stuff.
Because let's
and-
be honest, like you can't, it's hard to go to a website and scroll and click next page and scroll and click. And by the time you get to the end, you forgot what you saw in the beginning, but when you see it all at once, it becomes like, oh, that looks really cool now. Now that's what I want. And like, you can see all that stuff in person, which is a huge benefit of the show.
But just like you just said, the best part is you're looking at your All-Star or whatever it is, and now all of a sudden you're free shipping.
Yes.
Where anytime throughout
Yes.
the year you're going to be paying for the show, all of a sudden you just saved yourself $300 in shipping.
Correct.
And you'll have vendors where like, AA Global's got awesome licensed stuff and really
so
cool
much
stuff.
cool stuff. Yeah.
But for us, we're clear on the other side of the state. We're over in California, so the pricing on is usually pretty good, but it's quite a bit to ship. But then you
a
have,
lot
like,
comes
you have-
out of their Baltimore warehouse.
yeah, so now they're starting to get a little better where they have stuff on both coasts, which is awesome. But
correct.
then you have like a Fiesta Toy who's out of LA. Then we can get some of the stuff from there a little cheaper, so then we can balance it out. So we can get some of the cool stuff from A Global, but we may not be able to order as much, but we can still order some from Fiesta and get it a little cheaper, and then you have a good combination. So it's really cool to know them all and be able to know where to get your stuff. So very cool. Awesome. So yeah, we only got 3 minutes left. I don't
3
see
minutes
comments
left.
on
Wow.
it.
Okay. All right. Well, then I guess it's time to start closing up, guys. So let's take the moment to say again, thank you for coming back week after week to hang out with us on Wednesday nights. We're just two vending guys talking business and having some fun. So we
And I feel
appreciate you
bad
guys
'cause
coming
David's
along.
not here. But yeah,
Yes. So
David-
David was supposed to be here, but was having internet issues. But I'm sure he'll be back. So don't you worry about that. But again, thank you guys for your support all the time, for all the comments, all the questions, all the likes, all the subscribes, all the shares, all the super chats. everything you guys do for us. We do this because of all you guys out there. So thank you so much for that. We appreciate you taking the time to watch our videos, to chat with us, for interacting in the Discord. We are so thankful for all of you out there and for everything you do to build this community up. We really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
And thank you for your videos lately. I mean, you got some good videos that come out, man.
Been trying.
I've been watching your stuff, man. You got good stuff, and it's interesting because you're not doing the normal stuff. You know what I mean? It's not just a bunch of collection videos.
Well, I'm trying to mix it up. I'm trying to do a little bit of everything because you know some people really like the collection videos, so I'll do those. Some people really like the AFC style where I just go and fill up vending machines, so we'll do those. Yeah. Some people like the vlog style videos where I'm on camera, talking to the camera, doing that stuff, so we'll do those. And then some people like the how-to, I'm going to help you do something videos, so I'm doing those too. So I'm trying to keep it well-rounded. And it sounds like the auctions are coming back, so maybe we can mix some auction videos in there too. I know people like that and miss that kind of stuff, so lots of great stuff on the way.
I just really like your channel right now. Like, I think it's got a really good mix, and
thanks, man. Appreciate you.
It's really cool, because it is true. Like, I mean, you can only watch so much of a certain thing before it gets old, and it's nice to have that and see where you've come. And it's too bad that your top secret stuff we can't see, but like you got a lot of cool stuff going on.
I'm tempted to wear my spy glasses.
Oh, man.
I'm really tempted. But the thing is, like I could only do it when I'm actually at the actual machine. I don't know.
Yeah.
The security guards actually watch us stock the machines while we're doing it, so I definitely can't pull a camera out. Yeah, it's
that's fine. Hey, man, it's better to be there than to risk that. No way. Yeah, that's a great location. So
for sure.
Congratulations, very cool, awesome stuff, man. Love your videos. I mean, you're just doing a great job.
Thank you, man.
So
appreciate you.
Appreciate it, and thanks for helping everybody in the Discord and everything you do. It's nice. So
of course.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, guys, we've reached the end. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Definitely join the Discord. Go check out the website. Make sure you check out the new machines we talked about on canyonmachines.com. They got those new ones we talked about in the beginning, which was called the
Crazy Claw.
Thank you.
Crazy Claw.
And
available for pre-order.
Yeah, and the free spin and the other ones we're giving away. And thank you to them for doing the giveaway with us. And hopefully David will be back next week with internet, we hope. So.